he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And of course I'm referencing Psalm 91 verse 1 there. So he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. When you're dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, it's just you and it's just him. Nobody else around, no distractions. You might have other people around, but nothing else matters at that moment, in that split second, for that moment of time. When you're speaking to him with a sincere heart. When you're in that secret place and nothing else matters. You know he's listening to you. You know that he's got you. And brothers and sisters, you see, every single one of us needs that secret place. And sometimes for us to get in that secret place, sometimes the best thing for us to do is to get out of these inner cities. Sometimes we need to get in the Most High's creation. Sometimes we need to spend some time down at the coastline, right? Sometimes we need to just get up and just go for a drive to the countryside. Sometimes we just need to get away from the noise. Get away from the chaos. So when we're in that secret place, we're allowing him access to our inner being, our heart, our spirit. So that secret place is something that every single one of us needs. When Christ Yeshua was in the Garden of Gethsemane, right, with his two apostles there, Peter and I forgot the other one, but he needed to go get in his secret place. He comes back there falling asleep. But he was in that secret place. Sometimes it's impossible to change our environments. Look at the apostles, right, that got thrown to the lions in the Colosseum. Right, everybody around them laughing. Everybody around them waiting for them to get eaten by those lions. And I can bet you anything, brothers and sisters, I'll bet you anything, that right before that happened, right, that split second before they met their untimely demise, that they got in that secret place. They closed their eyes, ignored all the distractions around them, ignored everything going on around them, right, just to get in that secret place. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered. It was just them and the Most High. Nothing else matters when you are in that secret place. And that's why King David was putting so much emphasis on being in that secret place, especially in those times of tribulation, those times of trial. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, what we need to do is we need to step away from these inner cities. Sometimes we need to change up our environments, because like I was having a discussion with one of my brothers the other week. We're talking about being a product of your environment. Shout out to you, Brother Mick. But we're talking about being a product of our environment, right? And sometimes, we just let our environments get the best of us. Sometimes we're not the ones that are the cause of the distraction, the cause of the chaos, the cause of the noise. And sometimes it's just our environments. So we need to have that wisdom and discernment to see through the situation and realize, hey, is this me or is this the environment I'm in? So just for a great example, when you're in your house, right, then you make the conscious decision that, hey, look, I need to stop using Wi-Fi now, right? I'm getting headaches. I'm realizing the damage that it's doing. to me and my family, I'm realizing that it's not what they tell us, right? They can see through, they have the capability to see through this stuff, while you're at home using your Wi-Fi, right? Let's just say you get rid of that. You make the conscious choice to, start protecting your environment. And little do you know that the person sitting on top of the house right next to you, or that person in your apartment right next to you, they're still using the Wi-Fi. Sometimes we need to remove ourselves from these electromagnetic frequencies that are causing all this sickness, causing all these diseases, causing, the C word. Causing the C word. We're not having as much clarity as we used to when we were children. We're not having as much clarity as we need to have, in order to navigate on a moderate level of thinking. Just to operate on a average, level. We need to be able to have the clarity there to do that. To be able to think straight, to use our logic, to use our rational thought. Oh, there'll be rationing coming up. Don't worry about that. There'll be plenty of rationing coming up. And brothers and sisters, when that rationing occurs, are we going to be in that secret place? Are we going to be operating under his shelter? Under his secret place? Under his sanctuary of protection? Because these past years, he's been preparing us for this time. Just like Joseph, before the famine came, right? The Most High showed him that he needed to be prepared. The Most High showed Joseph that the famine's coming. So because Joseph was in touch with the Most High, because Joseph had that foresight, that wisdom that the Most High gave him, Joseph would not struggle during that period. He was ready, he was prepared. All this time that's gone past, since the dry run that happened in 2019, 2020. The other C word. Were we using that time to tap into the Most High? Draw closer to him. Further our relationship so he could prepare us for what's coming. Did we use this time? Right, 6-7 years have passed now. Have we been using this time to draw closer to him? Because if that's the case, then he would have prepared you for the times ahead. He wouldn't have let you get so distracted that you would forget the time that we're in. So when that time comes, the rest of the world's in chaos. Right, blackout, World War III, asteroid, alien. I can't give you the order of what's, how it's all going to pan out. As much as I like to think that, the research over the years has kind of led me into a scenario. I'm not the Most High. I'm not pulling the strings. But I can say to you, one of the first things that will happen is the blackout. Apart from that, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not the Most High. They use a crystal ball. But the Most High knows everything above all. So when that happens, you got to get in that secret place. The rest of the world's going to get thrown in chaos. But you see, you're in that secret place. You're prepared. You're ready. Mentally, you have acquired the fortitude over the last several years to be able to somewhat deal with a situation like this. Even though it could be basically, impossible to be completely and utterly in a state where you can deal with everything and be that prepared. You see, we can only deal with a level of our terms of financial capabilities, our terms of understanding at that period of time. So you're going to be thinking rationally with logic, or you're going to be panicking with fear, anxiety. All these things that the Most High says, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. But you see, the reason why he prepares us, brothers and sisters, is because during those times we need to be operating through that power, love, and of a sound mind. We're not going to be like the rest of the world that's getting caught up in the chaos. We're not going to be like the rest of the world that's completely turned over to their carnal instincts. We're going to be walking by spirit. So he that dwells in that secret place, that dwells in the Most High sanctuary, away from the noise, away from the distractions, just you and him, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So each and every one of us needs that secret place. My physical secret place might look a little different from your secret place. So when you're in his creation, when it's just you and him, when there's nobody else around, sometimes it's easier to get in that secret place, but we also need to train ourselves to get in that secret place whenever and wherever. Just like the followers of the way got in that secret place when they were getting thrown to the lions. So no matter where we are, no matter what situation we're in, we're going to be ready to get in that secret place. Nothing else is going to be more important, at that point in time. We don't operate in the spirit of fear. We don't operate in chaos, but we walk with wisdom. We know that not a second of this life is guaranteed. Not a second of this life is guaranteed. So to be grateful and thankful for every single moment, no matter the trials and tribulations that we're going through. But that also means that when trials and tribulations come, it says that men are tried in the furnace of adversity. And make no mistake about it, brothers and sisters, it's going to be a trial. It's going to be a trial. But we can do all things, through Christ who gives us strength. Protecting our physical temple works synergistically at the moment with our soul. They have the technology, brothers and sisters, to try and capture our soul. And they can do this through quantum entanglement with the nanotechnology. So there's a war going on for our soul right now. We need to get in that secret place so the Most High can instill us the courage. Remove that fear. Because another thing, this information scares a lot of people. But we're better than that. Greater is he that is in me, that is in the world. So, if you're in his secret place, the more you spend time in that secret place, he's going to instill that courage within you. He's going to remove that fear. Remove that anxiety. Prepare us. Nurture us through, As a mother nurtures her child. God's going to nurture us through this time that we're in. That's the type of faith, brothers and sisters, that we need. Soul reliance and dependence. And the more we get caught up in our flesh, the more we get caught up in ourselves. The more we get caught up in this distraction, the more we get caught up in that distraction, the more we get caught up in the cares of this life. But you see, the cares of this life are passing away. So get caught up in the secret place. The secret place is where we need to get caught up for this point in time. So he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. May the Most High bless you. May the Most High keep you. And we'll see you in the next one.